Sundown towns, let's talk about it. Athens, Georgia is 57th on the list. By early in the 1900s, Athens was fully sick with Jim Crow and fits the criteria of a Jim Crow sundown town. This criteria was filled with legal segregation in housing and schools, threats of arrest and violence, completing the trifecta of a sundown town: legal segregation, terror, and violence. Let's get into it. In the 1800s, this town was ran on the free labor of our enslaved ancestors. As half of the population here at that time, we not only built but sustained the University of Georgia. Yes, professors and university presidents enslaved our ancestors. Their board of trustees would pass a budget that gave them funds to hire our ancestors from the local slaveholder. They didn't want to give up their slaves, so emancipation came 2 years late for our ancestors in Athens. On May 4th, 1865, shortly after emancipation, the loophole in the 13th Amendment was spread wide open here in Athens, and our ancestors were jailed extremely disproportionately. But our ancestors quickly picked themselves up by the tatters left from being enslaved and took full advantage of freedom. By 1866, we had our first church, Pierce's Chapel AME Church, and by the summer of 1867, our ancestors had bought 70 homes in Athens. With no stopping us in sight, in 1868, Alfred Richardson and Madison Davis were elected to the Georgia State Legislature from Clark County. We were fully ready for all of our rights that was given to us under the constitutional amendments. In 1867, our ancestors wanted to enroll in the University of Georgia, where we'd formerly been enslaved. After the Civil War, the Confederate soldiers returned home, and the University of Georgia was home for many. So the halls were full of should have been disgraced, but yet there they were, proud ex-Confederate soldiers. They absolutely wanted no parts of our ancestors receiving higher education with them. But we are resilient, and in the late 1890s and early 1900s, with some help from the Freedmen's Bureau, we created the area west of downtown and down the hill as the center of Black education in Athens. Hot Corner was also created during this time at the intersection of Washington and Hull Streets. Just as Jim Crow started making its way across America, Athens was hit despite the population being almost split, 50% black and 50% white by 1900. Legal segregation was the new thing here. Okay, so our ancestors started to find their own way.